Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. Today's topic, I want to discuss with you different things about annuities and kind of explain to you the pros and cons of an annuity, why you may be interested in an annuity, and how to use it for your specific retirement income portfolio. So typically with individuals, they have a combination of different types of retirement accounts. Okay, maybe someone sold a business and now they have a lump sum of cash sitting there. Maybe they've accumulated money into something known as a 401k plan, a 403b plan. They have IRA plans, whatever that is. But essentially, you have to look at all these different sums of money as buckets. Okay, the way that on how you could leverage an annuity contract and really hone in on the importance of annuities and the value of annuities is by understanding exactly how they work and how it can be beneficial for your position. Because there's a lot of times that annuities they don't necessarily work for the individual. So there's a combination of different types of annuities. You have immediate annuities that you could gain income instantly. You have deferred annuities where you understand that it's going to be at a certain deferred amount of time. But what you're doing is you're taking portions of these sorts of accounts to basically create that annuity contract. And essentially, what an annuity does, and the reason why I like them, or at least the ones that I deal with, there's a lot of really bad ones, but the ones that we deal with on a daily basis, it essentially takes your money, allows you to have contractual guarantees. So kind of think of it as like a little shell over it, making sure that when it comes time for your specific retirement income goal, let's say if you're age 60 right now and you want to wait till age 65 to turn on to basically use that bucket of money for retirement, you have a worst case scenario, a contractual guarantee based upon the company that you're dealing with on how much income that you could have from that annuity contract. So let's kind of compare it with, let's say if somebody had a 401k account and they were contributing into this account, they're contributing into it for all their working years, and let's say that was 40 years, and they now have a bucket of money, and let's say that bucket of money is sitting at $1 million. And this is just for easy math. Could be larger, it could be smaller, it all kind of depends. But if this pertains to your specific situation, let's say this is your 401k account and you have it sitting at $1 million or 500,000, whatever that is, there's a certain risk associated with that. And the reason why I said there's a risk is with 401k accounts, majority of the times they're involved with something known as mutual funds. If you keep your money within that 401k account, or let's say you roll over that 401k account into an individual retirement account, but you still leave it within mutual funds, or you still leave it at some sort of risky type aspect, then there's a risk associated with it. There's a certain loss that can occur that can eliminate any possibility of having that comfortable retirement. So in this scenario, let's say if you have that 401k and you have it invested in mutual funds, already there's certain fees related with mutual funds. Okay. In between 1-2%, you have mutual fund related fees depending upon which sort of funds that you choose. But you have a whole slew of different mutual funds. So the first fee is the mutual fund related fee. The second type of fee is something through an advisor. An advisor, you could go to an advisor, you could go to a wealth accumulation specialist, and they're going to tell you, oh, leave your money invested in mutual funds, and basically I could pick the best mutual funds that you have access to, and I'm only going to charge you 1% fee for that. And it's something known as a wrap fee. So this is something that's very, very common with financial advisors, what they try to charge. So you have the mutual fund related fees, you have the wrap fee. Then you have something known as your basically your account value growth. Understand that the amount of money that you're placing into this account plus whatever the performance is of those funds equal how large that bucket's going to be. All because you're placing in 10%, 15% of your salary every single year does not mean that this number, this bucket is just going to grow larger. Can it grow larger? Of course. But if you have a market reset, like a lot of individuals saw in 2008, where the average portfolio lost 57%, well, it didn't matter how much you contributed. If you had, let's say if you had $600,000 and you had it underneath your mattress, or you had $1 million that was in the market and you took a 50% hit, that account value is now $500,000. You're better off of just having that $600,000 and put it underneath the mattress. And this is exactly, and it goes a lot more beyond that sort of concept. But understand something: losses hurt far worse than gains can help you. So if you have a constant mutual fund related fee, you have a constant advisor fee, those are already two negatives. Let's say in one given year you have a downward market loss. Let's say that's only 10%. And then you decide, okay, I'm in my retirement stage. So what do I have to do? I have to start taking income from this for my retirement. I'm 65 years old and I want to take 5% out per year from that bucket. If you were to do this scenario, let's say the mutual fund fees were only 1%, you would have only taken out $50,000 from that $1,000,000 account, but you would have lost 170,000 in value because it would have been 17% of your portfolio. Now, if that happens a couple times, you have no more money left. So with this whole concept, the reason why I like to utilize annuities, and there's specific types of annuities. I like utilizing a lot of index type annuities. I like utilizing a lot of hybrid type annuities because what we could do in this scenario is, let's say if you have a bucket of money and it's in your 401k or an old 401k or an IRA or a cash account, and you say, okay, I'm 55 years old, I'm 60 years old, I'm 65 years old. I understand that I want to wait exactly 10 years. I want to wait a year, 2 years, however long that time horizon is. You could go roll it over into an annuity contract. It will still allow you to, the annuities that I try to lead individuals towards are the index type strategies, because your account values grow whenever the market increases and flatline does not lose any value whenever the markets go down. So if you have that bucket of money and you're only going to be able to receive gains into that account because we have contractual guarantees over that money, and then let's say 2 years, 5 years down the road, when you're ready to take income from this account, we could actually show you what your lifetime income amount is, what your contractually guaranteed lifetime income amount is, regardless if the market crashed every single year. Let's say that you had a decrease for 5 consistent years. If you had that money invested in some sort of mutual funds, that's going to be the mutual fund related fees, that advisor related fee, the constant decrease. Your account's going to be not even have a chance in heck to gain, to basically have anything left for your retirement, and you're going to end up washing away all your retirement bucket. Your entire retirement income will basically, because of your needs of living day by day in retirement and not having that ability to work anymore, or even if you don't want to work anymore, this is why I like utilizing the annuities. And what the ones that I like to use are the ones that are very, very safe. We make sure that you're having, if there is those downward market losses, you're going to gain 0% into your account. If, let's say, the market constantly crashes, you have a sort of minimum contractual guarantee. Let's say if the market does better, then your numbers are just going to look that much better for your contractually guaranteed retirement income. So there's a whole different game. There's a whole different ball game. Everything has been shifted from how traditional retirement planning has been established, where you were able to just basically place your money into a fixed account. And let me kind of pull up a new screen. Individuals were able to just take their bucket of money, purchase a bunch of bank CDs that were paying you double-digit figures, and just live off the interest year by year. Unfortunately, those times have gone bye-bye, and now it's what exactly is the alternative? How exactly can you make sure that you're preserving this account value to make sure that it's not becoming susceptible to downward market losses and this volatility that we've been seeing in even most recent weeks, with the stock market? How exactly to avoid those losses, how to make sure that you're having very safe, consistent growth onto your actual physical performance, and then learn ways on how to create this money and turn it into personal pension plans through the contractual guarantees of annuity income riders. Now understand something. The types of annuities that I'm discussing, they're known as hybrid annuities. Okay, they are not known as variable annuities. I do not like variable annuities. You have different financial professionals out there that absolutely hate variable annuities, just because we all understand the same things about them. We all understand the fees. When I say something about the mutual fund related fees or the advisor fees, the fees are astronomical with variable annuities. So all they're trying to do is just hinder your account value performance as much as possible to liquidate your account values down to zero, and then there's an underlying premise. So there's so much smoke and mirrors regarding variable annuities. That's why I do not like them. The annuities that I like to utilize the indexing strategies, because it allows you to keep pace with inflation and beat the potential to beat the pace of inflation without becoming susceptible to downward market losses. And you also have that secondary contractual guarantee known as the income rider, to basically turn on at a later date. Now you have a lot of the probably one of the worst things that you could possibly do is go sit in a seminar and say, okay, I sat in this advisor, they talked about this amazing hybrid annuity or index annuity, whatever it was, and this is exactly what I want to do. This is exactly the route that I want to go in. Understand something. Each annuity contract, they serve their own purpose. So some are really good for an individual that's age 50. Another's really good for an individual that's age 57. If you're looking for joint income for both you and your spouse, if you're in your 70s, you have so many different types of annuity contracts out there. There's essentially 300 different contracts per type of annuity. So you have an immediate annuity, which will turn on income immediately, but make you lose control. That's why I don't necessarily like to utilize immediate annuities. You have fixed annuities, which kind of works more like a treasury bond or like a bank CD, where it's just you have a bucket of money and they're just giving you a set fixed interest rate. You have the index annuity, which that interest rate that you're going to be paid is just based upon an upward market index, or 0%. So you have basically essentially a cap and you have a floor of 0% year by year, or you have the hybrid, which takes that concept of the fixed index annuity on your account value side, but then allows you to have lifetime income at a very high contractual guarantee on the company's standpoint, at a later date and time. So one of the things I highly recommend is give my 1-800 number a call. We implemented 24/7 customer service. I am the owner of a Fosse Financial Group, and what we try to do is we try to educate you guys. It's not one of these sleazy snake oil salesman type approaches. You give us a call, you tell us exactly what your situation is, and we try to educate you tenfold of exactly what it is you have. If possibly an annuity might be right for your specific situation, there's many times that we do not recommend annuities as your specific goal. And there's many times that we'll tell you, listen, what you're doing right now is perfect. Just stay exactly on that route. But what we don't do is we don't charge for our services. And this is the way that I wanted to establish this practice. This is the reason why I give so much free content, is because I want everybody to be educated first, to understand that retirement is so vital, and one small mistake could mean your entire livelihood. Everything that you've hoped for retirement can go bye-bye in an instant if you take the wrong approach. And don't pay greedy financial advisors a fee to just monitor your accounts. Understand, become educated the correct way. Give us a call, 1-800-566-1002. You might be dealing with myself, you might be dealing with some of my other representatives. It all kind of depends upon who's essentially taking the calls at that point in time. But one thing I could guarantee you is you're going to be very satisfied with myself, with my company, and I want to thank you for watching this video. Please be on the lookout for some of my other videos, and hopefully we can help you out in the future, and just kind of go from there. But if it's Saturday, Sunday, give us a call at any time, and we'll be sure to educate you best we can. All right, take care. Thanks.